Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful. Liam's loss of memory sparks assault investigation. Liam Spencer woke up on Bold and the Beautiful, but while he knows who he is, he has no memory of what happened to him on the CBS soap. Grace Buckingham told Steffy Forrester that they found 2 points of impact on his head. So, a few hints dropped as to where the soap might be going with this, starting with Liam not remembering what happened. Dr. Buckingham asked Steffy if Liam was attacked. Of course, no one knows what happened to him, so the Forrester daughter says she doesn't know. Then the doctor mentions the double blows to his head, so it sounds like he suffered an attack, rather than collapsing on his own. But we all know that is not what happened, despite it looking that way to the people on B&B. Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, collapsed on his own, not once, but twice, on Bold and the Beautiful. This would account for the 2 points of impact to his head that Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, mentioned, but Liam has no idea what happened to him. Yet, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McKinn's Wood, found Liam on the property of the Spencer estate, where his father, Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, lives. Since there was a convicted, and a now pardoned, murderer living there not too long ago, maybe Bold and Beautiful's top cop, L.T. Baker, Dan Martin, gets involved. After all, he did say he would be watching Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, very closely. So, if Liam's injuries are suspected to be the result of an attack, all fingers likely point to Luna. The first finger to point at Luna likely belongs to Steffy Forrester, but Luna didn't do anything to Liam. The viewers know that, but no one else except for Luna knows on Bold and the Beautiful. If Bold and the Beautiful happens to go in the direction of investigating Liam's injuries because it looks like they are the result of an assault, another possibility may also pop up. While the cops may think Luna's motive would be jealousy, as Liam is Bill's son, and she wanted him for a daddy too. But they might find someone else also has a motive for hurting Liam. Hope Logan is on the outs with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and her dad, Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, just beat the living daylights out of Carter for breaking Hope's heart. The Bold and the Beautiful cops aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, so maybe Lieutenant Baker sees Deacon as another person of interest. He beat up one of his daughter's boyfriends for hurting her, so why not go after the man she was married to, who cheated on her? But then Liam may regain his memory and clear Deacon. But what about Luna? So, today on Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer remembers nothing about what happened to him. But that doesn't mean he won't come around and soon remember that he got dizzy and fainted twice. Liam is as outraged as Steffy that Luna is out of jail and running free. So, maybe he does remember what really happens, but he and Steffy might come up with a plan, keep Luna behind bars. Liam could falsely accuse Luna of doing this to him. While he is not someone that would usually try to put an innocent person in jail, he would be lying, but only under the umbrella of keeping his family safe, or for that matter, all of LA safe. So, while this is a bit far-fetched, Steffy Forrester and Liam Spencer could come up with this ploy to keep Luna Nozawa in jail In the latest thrilling twist of The Bold and the Beautiful, the Forrester family is faced with an unexpected turn of events when Liam Spencer, the charming and often conflicted heir to Spencer Publications, suffers a shocking memory loss after a violent incident that leaves the audience on the edge of their seats. What begins as a simple personal crisis for Liam soon evolves into a complex web of deceit, betrayal, and suspicion that will affect everyone in the Forrester circle and beyond. The incident, a fractured reality. It all begins on a seemingly ordinary day when Liam, in the middle of a heated argument with his wife, Hope, over the future of their family, experiences a life-altering accident. The details of the event remain unclear at first, as Liam is found in a disoriented state, with no recollection of how he ended up in the wreckage of his car. His clothes are torn, and his body bears mysterious bruises. At first, doctors suggest that the impact from the crash might have caused his memory loss, but as the investigation progresses, the truth becomes much murkier. When Liam is brought to the hospital, Hope is horrified by his blank stare and inability to recall the events leading up to the accident. What is most disturbing, however, is that Liam's memory appears to be completely wiped in some areas, while certain fragments of his past resurface, causing him great confusion and distress. But there is something else that doesn't sit right with Hope. Trauma on his body seem to suggest that he was not only in a car crash, but had been attacked. The investigation begins. Who did this to Liam? As Hope and the rest of the Forrester clan try to piece together the mystery, the story takes a darker turn. The police become involved, and detectives are called in to determine the cause of the incident. Was it an accident, or was it an assault? Suspicion quickly falls on several key players in Liam's life. First, there's Thomas Forrester, who has always had a volatile relationship with Liam. Though Thomas claims he had no involvement in the incident, his behavior has been anything but reassuring. His obsession with Hope and his manipulation of circumstances surrounding Liam's family make him an obvious person of interest. Could he have been involved in a plot to eliminate Liam from Hope's life permanently? Or was it just a case of sibling rivalry gone too far? The pieces of Thomas's past actions make him a prime suspect, but without concrete evidence, the investigation continues. Then, there's Bill Spencer, Liam's father, who has never been one to shy away from using questionable tactics to get what he wants. Bill has been known to operate in the shadows, making deals that benefit him at the expense of others. Could his desire to take back control of Spencer Publications have led him to orchestrate an attack on his own son? While Bill seems genuinely concerned about Liam's well-being, his history of manipulating situations to his advantage puts him under a dark cloud of suspicion. What is he hiding? Another potential suspect emerges in the form of Steffi Forrester, Liam's ex-wife. Their relationship has been filled with passion and pain, and while Steffi seems to have moved on with her life, there's always been a lingering tension between the two. Could Steffi have played a role in this mysterious incident? Though Steffi appears genuinely concerned about Liam's health, her hidden motives have often blurred the lines of trust in their relationship. Did she have something to gain from Liam's memory loss? Secrets, lies, and betrayal. As the investigation intensifies, more secrets begin to surface, and every character seems to have something to hide. What initially seemed like a straightforward case of an unfortunate accident quickly becomes an investigation filled with deception and intrigue. The fact that Liam cannot recall specific events leading up to the crash leaves everyone guessing, and each family member is forced to face their own demons as they try to uncover the truth. The Forrester family's own dynamics become a key part of the investigation. As the matriarch, Brooke Logan, becomes more involved, her history with Bill Spencer raises questions about whether she might be hiding something too. Could she have inadvertently played a role in Liam's trauma by enabling Bill's manipulative behavior? And what about Ridge Forrester? His complicated relationship with both Bill and Thomas makes him a wild card in this high-stakes drama. As new information surfaces, Ridge finds himself walking a fine line between loyalty to his family and the truth. Meanwhile, Hope struggles with the emotional turmoil of seeing her husband in such a vulnerable state. The guilt and confusion she feels threaten to consume her. Did she unknowingly play a role in Liam's suffering by pushing him too hard? Could their disagreement earlier that day have triggered something deeper, something that Liam is unable to remember? As Hope searches for answers, she grows more frustrated with the lack of clarity around the situation, unsure whether to trust those closest to her. Liam's search for truth. Amid the chaos, Liam is determined to uncover the truth about what happened to him. Although his memory remains fragmented, small flashes of the event begin to resurface. He recalls moments from the crash, but there's a darkness he cannot escape. His mind flashes to images of faces he doesn't recognize, whispers of conversations that seem out of place. Each passing day brings more questions than answers. Liam's investigation into his own memory loss becomes a battle against his own mind. He must rely on the people he loves most to help him unlock the details of the night that changed everything. With each lead he follows, he uncovers a new layer of deception. It's clear that someone close to him has betrayed him, but who? As the investigation heats up, the emotional stakes grow higher. Relationships will be tested, alliances will shift, and the Forrester family will never be the same. The truth about what happened to Liam could change everything they thought they knew about themselves and each other. In a world where love, ambition, and power often collide, no one is above suspicion, and no one is safe from the fallout. The final twist, revelation, and consequences. Just when it seems like the mystery may never be solved, a shocking twist leaves everyone stunned.